All right, if you're looking for a singular cause, a starting point for the precarious position we in the world currently find ourselves in, let's start with this. Trump has never really been well.
Delusional psychopath.
I'm not going to go all Freudian on you because I'm not a shrink, but you don't need a doctorate to see the danger Trump's mental decline poses.
I started using the word the groceries.
For starters, Trump is a pathological liar. By that I mean he lies and dares you to do what I'm about to do, prove he's lying. Trump said this last November.
A dividend of at least...
I just want to say this. There's a saying that says, in the Bible talks about the father of the lie. Satan is the father of the lie. But negating all that, the biblical stuff, the stuff that Trump says he supports, the Christianity stuff, the stuff that Christians don't actually read, they don't even know what Jesus stood for. So just saying that. But there's another saying that people believe the lie. They love the lie. And at this point, MAGA loves the lie. They know it's a lie. Their subconscious knows it's a lie. However, they love it. They love the lie.
$2,000 per person.
And then was asked about it over the weekend.
You promised $2,000 checks to Americans based off of your tariff revenues.
I did do that. When did I do that?
Now, which is more frightening, that he lied or he didn't know he lied, right? But the way Trump continues to claim a knowledge of macroeconomics, and more specifically how tariffs actually work, belies any real confidence that his mind still works. Trump tweeted, "People that are against tariffs are fools," then claimed his policies have generated trillions of dollars in revenue and promised a dividend of at least $2,000 a person will be sent to everyone.
The tariffs pass down to the consumer.
But the truth is, tariff revenues for 2025 only totaled $195 billion, thousands of billions less than the trillions Trump claimed. That's not even close enough to fund $2,000 checks for every American, which would cost $500 billion. You think he has a clue about the difference between a billion and a trillion? Here's the difference. A billion seconds ago, the first Nintendo was released. A trillion seconds ago was 30,000 years back during the Ice Age. I know it's true because Mitch McConnell was there and he told me so. Tariffs are not an economic policy. They hurt American consumers via inflation and then unemployment, and that ultimately causes recessions and who knows what. But Trump's forgotten promise reveals something deeper. He makes grandiose commitments with no intention of following through, then simply denies ever making them when held accountable.
I will absolutely give my return, but I'm being audited now, so I can't do it until the audit is finished.
We never saw his tax returns, which makes you wonder, of course, what was he hiding?
We could very well have a sitting president under felony indictment.
Trump's deterioration is front and center, and it's really bad.
But I wish you could explain to me what the hell's going on.
But he's lucid enough to know that he's in trouble. He posted that doctors just reported, "I aced my third cognitive test." And if you aced it, why do they keep giving it to you?
Person, woman, man.
But one tipping point for this nightmare should have been Republicans seeing Trump's most recent mental collapse, where he's now justifying the shooting death of an unarmed 34-year-old mother by ICE goons. The Republicans should have collectively said, "Too far," but instead, crickets. I think Trump's friendship with Jeffrey Epstein and the DOJ's refusal to make the facts public is the thing that will end this. Because every one of these mopes, from Stephen Miller to J.D. Eyeliner Vance, they have wives, and those wives give birth to children. And those children in a Trump-run world would be yet another appetizer for his depravity. And as bad as MAGA is, they haven't gone that far yet.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale.
So I just listened to a news clip where Kristi Noem says that you can't trust the government. This is what they've been preaching to MAGA. However, they are the government right now. So a lot of these Freudian slips, they just keep on coming out of these people's mouths. This administration, them Freudian slips can't help themselves to come out of their mouths. She literally said, "You can't trust this government." Let that sink in.